Just for the record, this is what I sound like being winded. But if you're so concerned about my health, you're welcome to join me here on the trail. You're welcome to join me if you can keep an 18-mile-an-hour average. That's the good stuff. Gotta have it, or maybe not, I guess. So the point of that intro, I had somebody make a comment on one of my plane videos. I was flying a glider, and because those don't have wheels, I landed off in the grass out there where I fly. And I was walking to get the plane. You know, it's thick, it's soft, it's a bit uneven, and as you're talking, you know, you kind of run yourself out of breath. It's not because you're not in shape, and I know I'm not in the best of shape. I'm not going to sit there and say, hey, I'm some athlete or anything like that, but I do cycle. I try to, you know, maintain some level, and I do need to work on more because I have put on some weight, which is bad for my back. It's making stuff worse though. But I do try to maintain some level of fitness. Because I have to for my health, my back. I gotta keep this weight off. But this guy's like, oh, you sound winded, man. It's not. And I'm like, I don't even know how that comment has any place on YouTube to even make something like that. So I'm gonna have my coffee. So I figure I would challenge the guy if he thinks he's that good off. Come join me for a bike ride. Well, anyhow, moving right along. A while back I said, oh man, I gotta calm down the spending. And I swear that's a jinx, because I think I went overboard. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna change the way I unbox this one a little bit because there's so much stuff. Look at this. I can't even. I'm gonna have to put on my light, but yeah, this is just crazy. All right, you know, normally I show the knife and I cut everything open and do all that stuff, but for this I need to expedite. I got so much stuff, so I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it and show you what I have and move on. And then I'm gonna try to do a couple small repairs on some cars, some stuff I've been waiting for, some of this stuff, and other stuff I was gonna maybe make a whole video on it, but I think we could just go ahead and do this with it. So number one, boom, got some titanium screws for the Rlaarlo Omni Terminator. CVD rebuild kit for the Grom. Now I could have sworn I ordered 2 of these, so I have to check on that. Check it out, new radio, the DX6C. This is pretty much like what I got already, but this is the updated version. It has the backlit screen. So I'm not sure if I can keep this, but you know what? My DX5 is like out of memory. So, more Grom parts. Got motor mounts, got some pinion gear. Another pinion gear, and this is what I've been waiting on, the metal CVD axle, so I can get the Grom fixed and working. You guys wait till you see what's in this. You're not going to believe what's in this box. And I'm telling you. And I tell you, Prime Day killed me. That's what happened here. Oh yeah, so I picked up just another servo because they were cheap on Prime Day. Spray ball, might not make sense, but when you do the planes, the glue, the one that I use is like water activated. Alright, so the screws I got for the Omni Terminator, they're titanium. And I know there's mixed stuff about titanium being weaker or strong. I don't know. So I just got, but anyhow, I figure I'm going to need this anyhow. So I just got an assortment of, these are 12.9 grade alloy steel. This is, I believe, kind of about like the hardest you can get, or one of the hardest. It's a pretty hard screw, something to have on hand. You can never have too many screws when you're messing with this RC stuff. All right, on boats, they have a breakaway bolt on the rudder. So if you strike something in the water, if you hit ground too hard, this will break, allowing the rudder to swing up. I didn't have any, so I figured it'd probably be worth it if I did have some to keep on hand. Look, when you care to send the very best, you send it priority. You don't send it FedEx. So who could it be? Oh, Garage Life. Oh, wow. God, I didn't. Tyson's the best, man. I didn't order the wing. This one's, it's pretty blue. What's it for, though? What's it for? That is gorgeous. Thank you, Tyson. And then I ordered this stuff here. Oh, awesome. He sent me more battery things. I was just about to order some because we just got that new laser nut, and it has 2 batteries. One like that, one like that. Guys, if you're bashing, like if you're doing some heavy jumps, you really need to get these things. Protect your batteries. That's awesome, bro. Thank you very much. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. So, I got some new cars coming. So, I got roof skids for them. This, he doubled it, the order for me, man. I got this for the Maxx Slash. We're going to be putting this on. I'll probably do that this video. So check them out. Support the mom and pop places. Man, they are important to us, man. They keep the hobby affordable, and they make really great products. So I've been debating whether to share this one or not, but I guess I can. It's no big deal. I don't think it'd be a surprise. But you guys know I got the Rlaarlo AK787. And I said I have upgrade coming for it, so check it out. We got a motor. We have an ESC. We have the dual motor mount kit. So I'm going to be doing dual motors in it. I got the speed pinions that I'm going to be running in there. I am just waiting on the spur gear to come. The metal spur gear was on back order for some reason. Yeah, so check that out. I think I'm going to keep that all right there. So, Rlaarlo, we'll be going, dual motor soon. Speaking of the laser nut, boom, check it out. Got front universal joint axles here and rear dog bones here with extra drive cups. Some spare parts to have on hand. Again for the laser nut, boom. 2 fans. I'm gonna have one on hand, which I can't remember. And I'm gonna be putting one on that motor. So a lot of stuff coming up for the laser nut. This one, I don't remember what it is. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, it is heavy. Wow. Oh, yeah. It's a workstand. Oh, yeah. So, cool. So, next time you see me working on a car, which will be actually, this video, we're going to have the new stand in place. So, look at that. It pivots and locks down. So, and then once it's up here, I think what you do is you move that, and then you move it like that, and yeah, that lets it spin or something. Okay, yeah, this pin disappears, so there's a pin right there. It's hard for me to see what's going on the screen. So yeah, right there, see that pin? So, yeah, I got this thing here, but it doesn't really work. It just keeps loosening, like the threads right here got messed up. And it's just not working right. See, this thing just keeps spinning and it shouldn't. Great, I know somebody's gonna say something. Yeah, I know that top, it's supposed to spin, but only if you, piece is supposed to spin. But the threads on this are messed up. So that thing is spinning without moving that. So that means it keeps coming loose. Yeah. Alright, so we'll be putting that together here shortly. Can't wait. Have a, I think and I hope it's going to be a pretty good stand. Alright. Oh man. It's kind of, it is art. I bought it for RC purposes. It's not, I don't even, take a wild guess. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with the boat. With the RC boat. But it's not anything remote control, right? So what could we be needing? It's a recovery boat. Alright, so well, on their box, they did not show 2 kids fitting in this thing. Now granted, I know I'm overweight for the thing, but I figure I'm only gonna need it for a split second. I'm not gonna, I figured even if I could just squat down on my knees and paddle out, this is though, if my real RC boat gets stuck somewhere, I'll have this in the car and I should be able to quickly inflate it. So I will give it a try here. I'm gonna try using the that little blower that I got. And you know, once I do that, I'll probably never fit in this box again, but yeah. Oh man, I bet nobody figured that one out, huh? I bet you nobody said, oh hey, it's an inflatable boat. Alrighty, man. Check it out. Alright guys, let me get all these boxes cleaned up and then we'll throw some cars on here, get some stuff in. And I had these here as well. Boom, there it is. I figure no point showing you how it goes together. You got 4 screws here, you put the feet, and then you got the little magnets that go into here. I like the way it feels. It's nice and heavy. I think it's going to do good for holding cars a little bit better than this one that was a little tipsy. One problem I'm having right now is this little thing down here where it's supposed to make that spin. It's only locking into place in like one spot, it appears. Oh no, now it's working. Go figure. So, okay, well maybe it is working. Oh, making a liar out of me. So just pull it down and rotate it until it locks in. Okay. It doesn't seem to want to lock in straight there, but it'll lock in kind of straight there. And then you can just pick this up and we can move it to... I'm still a little worried about this. It took a while to get that to where it felt like it would spin freely. And I still don't know because I think it's still moving that screw somewhat. So I might have to go in there and just take a drill or something, open that up to keep that moving. Can't put a bearing in there because it's kind of tapered. But we shall see. If I put washers in there, I tried it with washers and then this thing wasn't long enough to grab anything. So far, I think I'm going to like it. I think I will. So let's get the first car on here and work. And oh yeah, this thing here, I'm still going to keep this thing because this has all these provisions here for working on shocks. So this is still going to be a great stand for working on shocks. And I wonder if I can tighten that up somewhat. No. Can we so it doesn't spin quite so? Ah, there we go. Because I'm really not going to need that thing to spin if I'm just going to be doing shocks on it. Alright, let's get the first car on here. First car on here, the Omni Terminator. So, first thing I want to do is I want to fix this wheelie bar. I've seen people add wheels to here, replace it, and this is what I thought bent. And I even ordered one of these, and that's not what bent. As a matter of fact, we got it right here. It is the screw. Let me see the screw there. That is what's bent. So that's what breaks on these things. So now I gotta put this here in the vise and try to straighten that out. I can get this piece off. So I ordered these titanium screws. They are in my Amazon store if you're interested. I don't recall the specs offhand. I thought the titanium would, be a little stronger. And then I saw this whole big debate on one of the Team Associated things about somebody's asking about using titanium for something. And, oh boy, I don't know. Titanium's not that strong. But, so I started looking into it, and yeah, dang it, those other screws I got, I think. Initially are going to be stronger, but they also said titanium's has a little more flex, so maybe that's a good thing. Because maybe we want a little flex so it doesn't bend. I don't know. Look at this thing's bent. wobble wobble everywhere. That complicates the issue too. That's what helps break these wheels, because if you push it in, if you tighten it too much, then these wheels don't want to spin. So again, it's like, do you put washers in there? What do you do? Don't know. So we shall see if titanium will actually work. Next up, the last time I ran this thing and I took it camping, I lost both mirrors. Now fortunately, you can buy them, but unfortunately, you have to buy this whole blister pack of accessories. So, we get an extra, and this is nice actually. I thought about it because like the MT10 doesn't have that, get scratched. It would be nice if this was a little bit bigger here in the front, so this wouldn't get scratched up. But look, we got 2 extra roof skids, some screws, a new grill, the support behind the grill, and the support for that piece. And this is the only thing that I needed. Is right here is these 2 little mirrors. I guess I could live without. Don't have to have them on there. But I'm going to try something here to make sure we don't lose this again. A little hot glue for the win. Try to get this mirror in place before this stuff dries. Yeah, I saw videos on the Mad Van. People were losing the back lights and stuff like that. So before I ever took it out, I used a little hot glue. I glued everything in, and so far I've not lost anything off that body here. So this might not be the prettiest in spots. I mean, I can always come back later and maybe trim it with the X-Acto if I want to, but maybe it'll look a little better not having mirrors. I don't know. We got the mirrors, and there we go. We got the Omni Terminator back working. This is a cool truck. I just, I don't know, the smaller scale stuff's not kind of my flavor, you know. I kind of prefer the larger RCs, but for the money and what you get with this thing, it is a tremendous value. I will say that. It's been a really good RC from a very not well-known company. I mean, Rlaarlo is just now celebrating their 3rd year. 3 years. And they're putting out something pretty substantially nice. I mean, you know, it's brushless. This one's 250. It's the carbon fiber version, so it's brushless. You know, you got a standalone ESC and receiver and all that stuff. They put all this nice work into the chassis. These hinge pin blocks are just massive. So are these A-arms. And so far, I think the only thing I broke was a screw for one of the front shocks or something like that, and bent these screws for the wheelie bar. So hopefully maybe the titanium will be the answer. So we shall see. Alright, let's figure out what we're going to put on the bench next. Alright, next up, Maxx Slash. If you watched my last video, you know, we did some tuning to this thing. We also got the center diff filled up, so now it wheelies kind of like it was advertised to. And it wasn't holding wheelies very well. So these things are spinning. Well, it's spinning freely now because I actually took it apart to investigate something. And, oh yeah, look, the screw's not even in there. If you go to the owner's manual or the parts list on the Maxx Slash, it shows that these wheels, there's bearings and there's a part number for the bearings. But when you actually have the real thing in front of you, you look, there's no bearing. It's 2 plastic bushings. 2 plastic bushings. So I don't understand what the deal is with that. Why do they tell you it has bearings, but it doesn't? So I almost bought the Traxxas version has the colored wheels and all that stuff that had the bearings, and I'm like, wait a minute. I looked up the part number for the bearings and ordered these on Amazon. They'll be down in the store there by TRBC. And then our friend over there, Garage Life RC, makes these amazing looking wheels for the Maxx Slash. So shout out to him for making some really cool products. Add a little color here and not at Traxxas prices. So what we're going to need here is 4 bearings. And guys, even if let's just say you run into the situation here and maybe the manufacturer doesn't make a bearing for this thing, but you have kind of a bushing or something like that, you can get one of these pretty cheap, these micrometers, and just measure, you know, your length, like the width, and then come in here and measure your inner diameter, and then you just order bearings that match. So these things are pretty cheap if you're in the States. You know, Harbor Freight carries these things. I've had this for a number of years and I lost the battery door, so it gave me a hard time working, but I just ordered a new one on Amazon. It'll be down in my store if you guys are interested. But check this out, man. This is Precision Engineering there by Precision Engineering by Tyson, and put together by you got to put this little insert in here to keep the bearings happy. This is nothing on these wheels. They were made perfect. The spindle that goes through here for some reason was extremely tight getting these bearings on. So what I did is use the existing wheels here as like a brace. What I did is put the bearing and the spindle in here first, got it in there, pushed it in, got it set, and then put it in here in the wheel. Then I take, if that makes any sense, right? So we had the spindle, like that was the spindle, take the bearing, go like that, and then push it and get that set on there, and then sit it in the wheel. And I use one of your wheelie bars here, set that in here, so that way this supports that. Put this one on top, make sure you got that bushing in there, right? And then just use this wheel here and hammer that down, set these bearings in, and good luck getting them back out if you ever need to. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, this thing wasn't wheeling very straight at all. And then I felt the wheels just felt really rough. They just did not want to spin in here at all. So, or at least one of them. One of them felt like they were like really froze up. So I think that's what was causing it to like grab and not wheelie very well. Don't forget, this is like just threading into plastic. So this whole wheelie bar, it's threading into this piece back here, which is all plastic. So even with the clutch on that drill, try not to send it until the clutch engages. Spins so nice. I'm almost like not gonna want a wheelie, because that right there, my friends, are some beautiful parts. And that too, I do believe, is going to go ahead and conclude this series on the bench. Hope you enjoyed watching all the unboxing stuff. I found it entertaining seeing all the parts and stuff that's going to be upcoming on the channel. So we got a lot of cool stuff. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, share it with your friends, help a veteran out, help me grow the channel. Greatly appreciate it. Links down below have you some discounts. If you shop Amazon, it's a free way of helping me out because I get a commission for directing you there. So you don't even have to buy the stuff that's in my store, just as long as you shop Amazon. And if you are interested in any of this stuff, check out the store. I got lots of parts like this hot racing servo saver, these tools, stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is down there. And if you want these cool 3D printed parts, GarageLifeRC.com there. All right, everyone. Appreciate the support tremendously. Can't thank you enough for subscribing, making good comments and stuff like that, and following along for these adventures, man. It's really, really humbling that people will watch the stuff that I put out. So, greatly appreciate it. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.